Yeah, good morning. Good morning, my good people. Good morning, wherever you're watching this video from. If you're on my channel for the first time and you have not considered subscribing, please, I request in a humble manner that we are heading to 5,000 subscription and above. So I'm requesting, please consider touching that subscription button and you hit that bell or all notification so that my videos, whenever they're out, you're alerted. Thank you so much for this wonderful morning. It's around 9 a.m. in the morning here in Kenya, Africa. But eventually I'm in Mama Fred's compound today. Before we continue, I have this lovely boy here. Mambo vipi?
Poa.
Hey, hivi wewe ndo anakuita nani? Simama kwa jua hapa. Yes, sasa salimia watu.
Hi.
Yes, that is, your name is?
Baraka.
Yeah, Baraka. You are Baraka Juma.
Baraka Nyamuhanga.
Baraka Nyamuhanga. Uko poa?
Yes.
Na mbona hujaenda kanisa?
Nitaenda.
Yeah, I'm asking him why he has not gone to church this morning. He said he's going. Yeah. Si uko na nguo safi kabisa?
Yes.
Za kuvaa.
Yes.
Kanisa unaenda kanisa gani?
Pefa.
PEFA. He's going to PEFA, Pentecostal Evangelical Fellowship of Africa. That is the church that Baraka is going. So this is the firstborn of Mama Fred. So after Baraka, we come now to Fred. But because Baraka was not here when we first landed in this compound, we use the name Fred. So Mama Fred. So Kopoa.
Yes.
Leo nataka tuvune. So guys, we are in the shamba. Yeah, you remember that we talked about, you remember this maize? Yeah, this maize, when we started this activity, when we started coming to this compound, we thought these maize, they were for Mama Fred. Let me use the word Mama Fred because that is the term that we are used to. But eventually we came and realized that this maize is not for her. Okay, her shamba goes all the way to where you are seeing those dried maize there, beyond the toilet, toward where you are seeing the sorghum. I don't know whether you can see the sorghum. So that is where her shamba reaches, right? Then we later learned that this same piece of land was rented. It was not sold, it was rented. This came as a result when the husband got sick. I usually talk about this mostly in my videos. So they had to rent out. In fact, the family members had an idea that, not even the family members, the husband, when he realized that, when he realized that he was worse in terms of health, he saw it wise to sell the piece of land and eat. Let me use the word eat. Consume. Use that money. Can you imagine how selfish that is? So he had an idea of selling this piece of land. It goes all the way to that point, to where the cassavas are, up to where those maize are reaching with this cassava, to where the house has reached, all the way to the other side, where we usually pass with the road. So the guy had an idea of selling off this land so that he can consume the money. So the late Fred threatened that if you sell this land, then after this, may I go to my father's house. So now the family member, the father-in-law plus the other family members came together. They said, no, what you can do, because we need money to take you to the hospital, just rent this piece of land for some seasons. So they rented this land. Now, this is the last season. She's in this farm plus these groundnuts. Yeah, this is groundnuts there. It's the last season. So from there now, Mama Fred will be having the entire piece. Although it's a small piece of land. That is Onganyi. So from this now, Mama Fred will be having his piece of land. That is it. So when I came to this compound, I noted that they had planted some sunflower. And because they did not have the knowledge, in fact, this village is like they don't have the knowledge of this plant. These are what we call sunflowers. There's a video of mine I did. One of the most important crop we have in the world is this. Because we get cooking oil from this plant. But because people do not know how to make good farm of this, so they didn't know. When I came, these plants were very young, very healthy. But you're not supposed to allow these plants to have suckers. What do we call suckers? Suckers are those side plants that grow here. Let me show you. If you see at this point, this one, I removed those suckers from there. I'll show you an example of a sucker. This one, you see this one? You are not supposed to allow these plants to have this. the side, those plants that crop from the sides. Once they grow from there, they take all the nutrients. So you're supposed to remove them. You remove them. You remove them, all of them. So that all the nutrients that is picked from the ground is channeled to this upper part, the flowering part. And I did. You can see how the product is. Very nice, very lovely, very big. So I want us to harvest them. Mura, sasa tukitaka kuchuma, unakata hapa. Kata hapa na kisu. Hey, that's how we harvest. Tupa hapo chini. Kata hilo lingine. We want to harvest them. Yeah, only that there are few. These one mostly be used to feed the poultry. They are very good. They love it. Sasa hivyo ndo tunachuchuna. Kata hizo zingine pia urusha hapa. That's how we harvest those sunflowers. Then if there are many, that this, if the entire of this maize was filled with sunflowers, we would have harvested them the same way. We dry them. I did that in one of my videos. You can check it back how we did it. Only that we got around like a half sack. So you take it to the factory. You remove these seedlings. After drying them, you remove these black seedlings from there. This one. Yeah, this one. So you remove this one. This one. Then you take them to the factory. You remove oil. You extract oil. So Baraka is helping me with the harvesting. I've shown him how to cut them. Kata tu. Hiyo imekauka. Ni zenu ama ni za mtu? Hizo ni zile mlimwaga mbegu. Yeah, sasa kata. Good. Kuna ingine hapa, kuna ingine. So guys, I harvest that. I have shown him how to harvest them. Then we take them to the compound. We stock them. Then after that, I'll show you why I'm here. Although I came here and I'm disappointed because there's a guy who was supposed to meet in this compound. Then after that, I'll show you one or two things that most of you have not seen. So you can follow us on my Instagram, Zach Discoveries, follow the boy, Otenga Jr. Those are the same names in Instagram, are the same in our YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing, watching our videos, commenting, and sharing our links. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I had come here to Mama Felicia's place because today I had come to this compound because I had agreed with the guy. You remember the guy who was doing this styling? Ongani. Yeah, so I had agreed with that guy who was doing this styling. Yeah, I had talked about that guy severally, and I think now you can concur with me. This guy is a good fundi. He's a he's a good carpenter. He also does styling. He also does building. He does building. Because I've used him somewhere in putting a ceiling. But that ceiling that he did was the heavy one. You know, these one are plastic ceilings, right? So he did for me ceiling somewhere that is the heavy, the thick one. They're called boards. Very heavy. And what he did, my dear ones, it was an excellent job. So these tiles, I saw him doing again at my friend's place. So I was like, so this guy, he knows a lot. Later, I also saw him doing furniture at a certain place again. So I was like, what? So when I was in a shop, when I was now beginning to construct my shop, I said, let me try with this guy. And you know what? I called him. He gave me the quotation. I had some trees around. So I had bought some trees because I had that business idea in my mind for some time. So I knew it is easier to split some timbers. It was easier to split some timbers, make some timbers from trees, rather than buying the timbers direct from the yard. So I called him. I told him, my friend, what is the quotation? How many timbers do I need to make this shop of mine? He told me, bring these feet, these inches. Is it inches or feet? I think feet. Then we have different types of timbers. 4x1, we have 2x8, all those. He gave me all the quotation, the wire mesh, the boards, and even the nails and his labor. So he said, okay, let me prepare myself, then I'll do it once I get ready. When I got them, I brought the guy. He did a marvelous job, I'm telling you. So as I'm talking, I'm going around his house so that two people can see what is here. So he did a good job. So I've been recommending, in most of the things that I do, I've been recommending, unless it's something that I'm not sure he has done. So, guys, he did a perfect job. You see, like this point, this one, where I'm touching, this point, it's from this bedroom toward the sitting room. He has to put a strip, something called a strip plate, strip metal, so that someone does not injure himself through those tiles. So he did a good job. I'm glad of it. So now what we are remaining with in this house is we don't have the doors. You see these doors? Yes, and please, my viewers, wherever you're watching from, if you have ever supported this family and you are thinking also of supporting this family, if you're also watching this video from wherever you're watching from, please, I'm requesting that you give us the way forward for these doors. So, do you think we put curtains? When Mama Fred, for example, one time she's okay, she can put the doors herself? Or do you feel like we need to do the doors? Can you support somewhere? So we are remaining with the doors. So we have the curtain. Someone bought all the curtains. Yeah. One of you had requested that in Mama Fred's house, she was going to do the entire of the curtains for this house. It's a humble request. Please, wherever you're watching from. Fellow the boy had talked about this in her video, one of the videos. So she requested that, because I told her that someone had catered for the curtain. Please, because you had said that you're going to do the curtain, and by the time that you are saying, someone sent money immediately for the curtain. So we requested that if you can shift the money to something else, please, it's a big boost. We can even use the money to get even $1 or $2, because we already have the frame, it's just the door. It will be very nice. It will help. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 doors for the house, and it will be a boost. So the lady that said about the curtains, please, is a humble request from Zach Discovery. Please do us a favor. Thank you. So as I said, I came here doing this tiling. You're supposed to fix this door. Remember this door? For the cow shed, for the cow house. That's not a shed, by the way. It's a house, fully house, constructed house. A very strong house, a very strong door for it, because a cow will be stripping there, the poultry, the hens or the chickens will be stripping there. So this is part of the kitchen. This is the kitchen, or this is used now as the store. The Moneymaker pump is there. You are told that by Bosco himself that that Moneymaker pump cannot be used now because the depth of the well is so high. It can only pull pump water from that well if only it is 25 feet. And that well outside there, the well you are seeing outside there that has water, is 30 feet down. It's very deep. Even the guy who was digging that one, I'm telling you, it is a miracle, because down there we have insufficient oxygen. Even myself, I cannot survive there. But men, people are risk takers. So that Moneymaker cannot be used. But today we discovered that the water is coming up. The more the days, as days goes by, the water is coming up. That means the well might get enough water for the Moneymaker pump to be used, which is a boost to this lady. No matter the season, she can do even farming for vegetables. This is Mama Fred's bedroom. A marvelous, big bedroom. She'll have her bed there. She'll have, maybe her wardrobe will be somewhere heavy. One time she decided to make a wardrobe if she finds money, but she'll be having her bed there. The entire room is hers. Beautiful thing. So, one of you also talked about, there's a chair, because one of you contributed a dining table plus the 6 chairs. In fact, the same guy who was doing this is making those chairs. So there's a time I did a video there, and the same guy had made already the legs for the chairs. He had made the table at the top ready. He was remaining with the legs for the table itself. So he asked there, will that chair not congest that room? No, it will not, because that chair will just be placed, that table will just be placed here. It is a three okay, I had the carpenter talking about 3 something. I don't know what it was. It will just be placed here. This place. This one. So this one, if the chairs are placed there, the 3 of them, one here, the table here, the other 2 chairs here. This whole of this place is free. This one, toward the bedroom. That door is free for entry. That door is free for entry. That door is free for entry. Then, the whole of this place, this one, the one I'm walking, this one, is enough for the sofa set and another table. And another sofa set can sit here. Very big space. So someone was worried about that. We're going to see that. So, that is what I wanted to talk about there. Now, let's go to the outside, right? So, the Funde wanted him to fix that. There's also a window that will be made here for ventilation and for more lighting into this house, because poultry, where poultry are kept, we need also some lighting and some fresh air. Work was done here. A perfect job was done in terms of coloring, painting. I'm telling you guys, you have really transformed this house, this compound, into what people cannot believe. This is God working over you. This is God working through you. This is God that has placed us in this compound. It's so good. It's so marvelous. Thank you so much. Can you see the color? Green, beautiful, beautiful color. This is the first layer, first coat. What if it was 2? More darker, more beautiful, more lovely. So we do not do that part, that pavement. Yeah, we just left it. You know, we don't want just expense you guys. We don't want to just keep ourselves in this comfortable. But we stop that one. This one has done a boost. So this house is viewed from all the way down there. Because the primary school is toward those trees. Down there where the Fred and the brothers study. So anybody who is there will see it. Anybody who will be coming from the Tanzanian side will see it. Anybody who will be coming from this hill, the rock hills, this one, will see it. Yeah, the transformation in this compound. Thank you for reaching there with me. Now let me go to my last request. The first request I did was about the doors. Guys, the doors for this house. If you feel you can do something, I'm requesting this on behalf of Fellow the boy, because I'm sure he has talked about it, and we have not received even one door. Please, if you are feeling that you can do something to the door, not necessarily you contributing to all the doors at the same time, you can say, let me place a door for Mama Fred's bedroom. This is Mama Fred's bedroom, this one. So you can say, let's start with Mama Fred's bedroom. We put there a security door for her, because she needs privacy, that lady. And you can say, now if you missed the other doors, then you can put the curtains. So you can start with 1, get us 1 or 2 if you are in a position. If God bless you, you can donate all the doors, because you have the exterior door, and it will be marvelous. Thank you so much. Now, the last part of it all. This house is complete. In fact, by this time, this house is complete. Why am I saying it by this time? The house I'm living in. When we maneuvered up and down with my wife, and we got some cash, we constructed a house. Then, because by then we had some business, like we have been doing quite a business. There's a time we had some motorbikes. We had 3. So you're maneuvering, we're having also a shop. As we do that, we collect some materials. This time we say, let's make bricks. Next time we say, let's buy some nails. Next time, let's buy some trees. That idea of buying trees, then you split them later with a sawmill, is a good idea, because it really helped me. Because back in the village, you don't have quite a number of trees that you can split to get timbers. So we collected the materials first after getting a piece of land. Where I'm living, we got that piece of land by that time, that a full plot, at 300,000. By that time, come now and ask a piece of plot there. I'm telling you, you'll be told over 500 to 600 for a full plot. That is 50 feet by 100 feet. Plots appreciate. Yeah, I've been hearing people asking Fellow the boy, can we get some piece of land there? Can we get a piece of shamba there? Yes, we have some remote area where you can get an acre of land at a cheaper price. But the accessibility of that piece of land, it will cost you more to access it. Because once it rains, you'll find the land is flooded. It's like a swamp. You can't farm during the rain season. Second, accessibility, no roads. Third, you cannot build a home there because it's in the remote village, deep in the forest. Nothing can be done there. So, I was talking about my house. So when I was doing that, we constructed that house. We reached to a lentil part. We stopped. We went again, collected ourselves with my wife. We came back. We continued. Because we had collected material, we only split the timbers. We put the roof on top. From there, we said, what next? Let's look for the door and these rails, these windows. We did that. Do you know, I did not wait for me to put the glass panes here. We didn't, because we had a house and we could not rent in Nyabohansi. So we had to look for curtains. We placed them here. Curtains. Especially for this one, you just look for a big curtains, you place it here. It is because financial status we were in. Yes, so we had to move in. That house had no cement on the floor. That house had no ceiling. That house had no glass panes. Lastly, that house was not plastered. I'm telling you, our firstborn, if she was big by then, she would have seen the house that we started life with. People come from very far. So that's how we entered there. So the only thing we made sure we have in that, because we were in a field surrounded by forests. Sometimes we usually talk with my wife and we're like, oh my goodness. God can just take you from very far to a very far destination. Yeah, so we started life like that. We did one by one. Later we saw that the cold, because we had the baby, the firstborn, we tried to maneuver up and down. We borrowed some money. We placed the glass panes. From there, we have that house. Now we started doing one by one. One room to the other, one room to the other, one room to the other. We did plastering. We have not painted it. So here we are. We are living. So my request, my dear people, we have eaten the whole bull. It is only that we are remaining with the tail. We cannot stop eating the tail because it's so more sweeter as the bull is being consumed. Another request of mine is for the glass panes. Please, glass panes. These windows need glass panes. It's a humble request from Zach Discovery. So, we know you will watch this video. Tell us your opinion. Tell us what you think, what we need to do, whether we ask this lady to put some... Okay, for the door, we can put the curtains. So long as these glass panes are there, cold will be reduced in the house. They can live. They can live. So my good people, is a humble request. If you are in a position to assist in one or two of those. We have the doors. We have the glass panes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You people have been an amazing group. You people have been an amazing team. You started with us from the grass to the grace. This house was not just constructed in one day. No. It took months. It took weeks to do this. And all that is because of the grace of the Lord that's upon you and the generosity that He, the high God, has inserted in you. Thank you so much. Much love from Zach Discovery, from Kengariso. That was why I came here also. I came to see the fundi. So probably we shall do that job tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. We're going to fix that part of the house. Another thing that I came here for is that Mama Felista had requested for some cereals. So one of you sent money. One of you sent money for the cereals. You know what we talked about, the money? The person who sent that money. So I'm going to ask about the price, because on the other side I'm told that a 2 kg container is goes at 180, 170. A kilo of that maize goes at 65. So it's a bit very expensive. So I'm going to ask her whether maybe, because you might find some people have harvested here. If they have harvested, we come and buy, not give her money. We come and buy. I have a reason for that. I know most of you do not agree with me doing that, but I have a reason. She gets the maize, we go there, she picks the maize, I pay. Or she picks the maize, I go and pay. There's a reason. Money has so many purposes. Money has so many uses. If you give me money, for example, now, and you want me to use in terms of doing something else, I might shift that because I put some other things priority. We have other needs. But if you bring me maize, for example, I'll use that maize, and I'll be thanking God as I work out my brain to get a solution for the other problem. Thank you so much, my dear people. I came here just for that, for the maize, for the door, for the request. Thank you so much as you think about it. Thank you so much as you plan to help out. We want to finish this project and we'll do another activity. We love you so much. For those people who are supporting my charity, may God bless you. May God touch you. May God give you good health. May God keep you for us. Much love from Zach Discovery. So area all the way to wherever you're watching, whatever you're watching this video. God keep you. Bye bye. Onganyi, fanya bye bye. Freddy, fanya bye bye. That's Fred. Bye bye, guys.